It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead is a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Regular.
A second down throw for Mayfield. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DJ Moore, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Martin.
You know something about them first plays, don't you, D?
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Set.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play. They'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down low. You look at this Eagle defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. Have that been picking up that 3rd and short.
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge. In the his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed, a lack of great penetration as they stuck that one by the line of scrimmage.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And the ball is knocked out. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, maybe lost some focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the 49ers first down.
Again, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively,
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick-6.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, They're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. Down to the 42, 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
21-0 our score after 1.
49ers nothing.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mayfield on play action. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 28-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football. Taking it right down Broadway. Look at the big man rumble. George Kittle, touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 81 yards. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the 1st half. You do have the entire 2nd half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Another run with Mitchell. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Mayfield off the play fake. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Second down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And Mayfield will have a 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Mayfield. And this pass caught by Gray. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Danny Gray from 3 yards out. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point attempt here still to come.
It's going to be a massacre, sir. Just so you know.
It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive,
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the right sideline and down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. McCaffrey is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Hey, alert 33. Alert, alert, alert. Run, run, run.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Regular, regular, regular. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Hurry, hurry. Up, up.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep for more.
That is incomplete.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers 14.
And And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
Shifts by him. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 103 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Right back to Mitchell here. And he's got room. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. A give running right is Mitchell. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Mitchell is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the 49er hands team does its job. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than you. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. That shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Patterson now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Eagles 42, 49ers 21.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
13-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield. He's got a man complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DJ Moore, 88 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And he's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On first down, it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyrel Dodson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Here's Watson now on second down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Mayfield. He's got it.
Well, the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Mayfield looks to throw. Touchdown! Gerald Everett from a yard out.
And the Eagles start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter. And
Damn, yeah, I had to hit my kicker, Shimon.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep it cool. That was not an example.
I lost my last one. That's the only one I got.
PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
I would say trade him. I give you Baker Mayfield, goddammit. Shit, Baker get to it. Niggas sleep on Baker.
Down throw, Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, shit. Oh, I got 5 sacks already, so I ain't got to worry about that. Okay, I'm ready. I was just trying to see if I completed that goal.
Right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, There's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
He broke that shit. Fuck.
And he gets it here to right around the 24.
Holding.
He's out of bounds. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Shit, put your line in that little training camp. That's what I did with mine for the first 6 weeks. My line sucked too.
To throw is Watson.
Safety.
And Watson's going to go down in the end zone.
Good shit, defense.
Safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Play fake. Mayfield.
God damn, Baker.
And his throw is incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw, Mayfield. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw caught by Gray. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately,
Darius, get off my live, nigga, because this the ass whooping you getting next week, nigga.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Watson. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is going to...
I'm going to show you better than I can tell you, D. You better worry about the Seahawks, nigga.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for...
The Cowboys on my live talking shit.
Getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defense.
Yeah, I know he lost you. He beat me by 2 touchdowns. Some bullshit. I threw 7 picks. He always gets some fluke shit. I'm going to blow his ass out next week. Shit, inboxing. Oh, I thought you were going to throw Holding again. Inbox him, nigga. Roughing the passer. Get the fuck out of there with that bullshit.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Faking the give. Now Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyrell Dodson.
He active. He'll play.
Yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Shit, you need to post your breakout game, nigga.
16 after the sack.
I need another fucking passing touchdown to hit my goal. Picked it off. Let's go.
Throws another interception. And the Eagles are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Ah, come on.
But this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's
we need one more TD.
As a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Big time drive. Let's go.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He sets to fire deep.
Ah.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders...
But we ain't calling no dogs off. I need every bit.
Whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Mayfield now from the 50.
That is bullshit.
And incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try.
Damn, I'm not going to get it. Fuck.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up.
And now look at this.
Ah, fumble? Get the fuck out of here.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have...
That's weak, man.
And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Eagles, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Get your pants on something.
shot off, and he's frustrated with Trae Young right now, it seems.
How is y'all's relationship right now?
And this just at the basketball part, you know. We're 2 point guards. You know, let's just make that clear. 2 point guards. You know, obviously he established, you know, more than.
At the end of the first, almost looked like he tried to foul afterwards as well. With Chicago in the bonus, his time is going to run out. Murray unable to get a shot off, and he's frustrated with Trae Young right now, it seems.
How is y'all's relationship right now?
And this just at the basketball part, you know.
I love it. I got 3 of them, and I love it. But I got my first endorsement in my first year. I got my first endorsement again. Natalie Peoples got the endorsement. They never heard of you, though. Backpack Boys never heard of this bitch. She be lying her ass off. Natalie got the same endorsement, and they never heard of you. How did they not heard of you? They never heard of you. Oh, Natalie, they never heard of me. We didn't pick the one together. I'm the phone, Natalie. Natalie, excuse me. Natalie's trying to ignore you. No, she's not. I love it. I got 3 of them, and I love it. But I got my first endorsement in my first year. I got my first endorsement again. Natalie Peoples got the endorsement. They never heard of you, though. Backpack Boys never heard of this bitch. She be lying her ass off.